following message is transmitted at the request of the Los Angeles Police Department. An unusual situation is currently taking place in the City of Angels. At approximately 7:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, things are suddenly being sucked in from side to side all across the City of Los Angeles. In addition, areas that are being sucked and are also pitched black, with visibility being near zero. It is unknown why this is occurring, but the Los Angeles Police Department will look into the situation further. As a precaution, all residents of the City of Los Angeles are strongly advised to look out for any suspicious activity, and if you see anything strange happening in your area, run away in the opposite direction as fast as you can and call 911 from a safe distance. Please stay tuned for more information on this unusual situation.
This is KTLA 5 News, proudly serving the Los Angeles metropolitan area. My name is Brian Henderson, and we have a breaking story coming out of the city of Los Angeles. A very strange event is taking place in the city. There have been many reports of things being suddenly sucked in from side to side all across the city of Los Angeles. In addition, areas that are being sucked in are covered in darkness, and visibility is well near zero. This is something straight out of a science fiction movie. So far, there is 100 injuries and 20 deaths all being reported. We have no idea why this is going on and how it started, but the Los Angeles Police Department will investigate into the situation further. All residents of the city of Los Angeles and nearby areas are strongly advised to look out for suspicious activity and remain indoors. If you see anything strange in your area, call 911 from a safe distance. We have a reporter live in downtown Los Angeles. How are things going there?
I am living downtown Los Angeles, and things aren't so great over here. Everything, including buildings, vehicles, trees, power lines, animals, and even people, are being sucked in for an unknown reason. Like, I have never seen anything like this before in my life. This looks like something out of a science fiction movie. The only explanation I have to whatever is going on is that a black hole is forming. It is unknown if it's actually a black hole or not, but the Los Angeles Police Department will look into the situation further. Residents of Los Angeles should remain indoors at this time and look out for suspicious activity. People in Los Angeles are also panicking all over on social media, saying that this black hole could be the beginning of a world-ending catastrophe. Oh no, looks like everything near me are getting sucked, including my new fan. Oh my god, I must get the hell out of here now, 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 now.
A pair of jeans, a shirt or two. We didn't pack as if we weren't going back. It doesn't matter if it's true. I've got a feeling love will give us what we lack. The world is waiting up. The world is waiting half a step beyond our door. Yeah. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store. I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever. When I can't hold you tight, I'll see the Stockholm lights. The Stockholm lights, the Stockholm lights. feels a year away, like the seconds, the beginning and the end. But if in time it's yesterday, your picture's gonna bring it home to me again. The world is waiting up, the world is waiting half a step beyond our door. And if it's not enough, I wanna see the stuff the world has got in store.
Immediate evacuation for the city of Los Angeles and surrounding areas. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Los Angeles Police Department and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. An unusual and extremely dangerous situation is currently taking place in the entire city of Los Angeles, which is posing a life-threatening situation to residents that are in the city. There have been many reports coming in from all of Los Angeles that things are suddenly being sucked in from side to side due to an unknown reason. There were also reports of areas being affected by this event being completely covered in darkness as a result. Also, even more reports come in that catastrophic damage, injuries, and fatalities have been reported all across the city of Los Angeles. The entire city of Los Angeles has been deemed unsafe for the public, and all residents who are in the city are strongly advised to evacuate immediately. Do not remain in Los Angeles, as it has been deemed unsafe for the public. Bring an adequate set of supplies for your journey, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, toys, money, credit cards, sleeping items such as pillows and blankets, medicine, a flashlight, a first aid kit, a cell phone chargers, toiletries, important documents, and a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio with extra batteries to last you and your family for the duration of this emergency. Shelters have been set up in many cities: San Francisco, San Diego, Sacramento, Portland, Boise, Las Vegas, Carson, Phoenix, Reno, Tucson, Denver, Santa Fe, Albuquerque, Colorado Springs, Seattle, Helena, Billings, Cheyenne, Houston, Tulsa, Salt Lake City, Oklahoma City, Dallas, and San Antonio. Locations for these shelters can't be found in FEMA.gov. Tie a white colored towel or cloth in a visible location such as your front door or mailbox to show authorities that you have safely left the city. Do not use the towel if you need assistance. Should you require assistance, emergency management and law enforcement officials will escort you to the nearest pickup point. Do not pick up relatives from schools, hospitals, or nursing homes. These facilities have their own evacuation procedures and will act on them accordingly. Try to take one car per family, if possible. If you see strange activity going on near your present location, get away from the area as fast as you can. Contraflow has been enacted on all highways in the city of Los Angeles to ensure that traffic is moving freely and efficiently. Most importantly, stay calm and do not panic. Panicking will only make the situation worse and can put more lives at risk. Evacuate now. I repeat, evacuate now. Do not delay. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation. If you stay in Los Angeles, you will be putting your life in extreme danger. Tune into TV and radio stations for more information on this extremely dangerous situation.
Civil danger for the entire state of California. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The unusual situation that originated from Los Angeles has escalated dramatically. More reports of things being sucked in from side to side, and areas turning completely dark have been reported in many cities in the state of California. These cities include San Francisco, San Diego, Sacramento, Fresno, Bakersfield, San Jose, Oakland, Palm Springs, Long Beach, Anaheim, Irvine, Malibu, and Stockton.
There have been reports of people, animals, objects, and buildings being sucked in for an unknown reason in all these cities previously mentioned. There have been reports of catastrophic damage, power outages, injuries, and fatalities in the entire state of California. It is still unknown what is the cause of this unusual and extremely dangerous situation to occur, but the National Aeronautics and Space Administration as well as the United States government will look into the situation further, and will try to identify the cause of this strange event. As a precaution, all residents in the state of California are strongly advised to either evacuate the entire state, or seek shelter in place. To shelter in place, find an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Stay away from windows, doors, and outside walls. Put as much space between you and the outside world as possible. Close and lock all windows and doors. Turn off all heating and air conditioning systems. Close all fireplace dampers and vents. And seal all cracks on doors and windows with tape, glue, damp clothing, or damp towels. Do not go outside for any reason. Doing so will put your life in extreme danger. Please stay tuned to local media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
considerable danger for the western United States. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. The situation originated in Los Angeles, California, continues to get even worse. Many more states outside of California have reported people, animals, objects, and buildings being sucked in for an unknown reason all across the western United States. These states include Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, New Mexico, Texas, and Oklahoma. There have been reports of catastrophic damage, power outages, injuries, and fatalities all across these states previously mentioned. In addition, many fissures have been reported due to the situation. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, as well as the United States government, are continuing to look into the situation further, and will try to come up with a solution to this matter. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration believes that a black hole is forming, which can be the reason of this unusual and extremely dangerous situation to occur, but it has not been confirmed at this time. At this time, all residents receiving this message are strongly advised to either evacuate or shelter in place. To shelter in place, find an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows, doors, and outside walls. Put as much space between you and the outside world as possible. Close and lock all windows and doors. Turn off all heating and air conditioning systems. Close all fireplace dampers and vents, and seal all cracks on doors and windows with tape, glue, damp clothing, or damp towels. Grab an adequate set of supplies for your shelter or your journey, such as non-perishable food, water, clothing, medical supplies, toys, money, credit cards, sleeping items such as pillows and blankets, medicine, a flashlight, a first aid kit, a cell phone, phone chargers, toiletries, important documents, and a battery-powered or hand-cranked radio with extra batteries to last you and your family for the duration for this emergency. Do not leave your shelter for any reason. If you leave your shelter, you will put your life in extreme danger. Tune into local TV and radio stations for more information on this dangerous situation.
National Information Center statement. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. At approximately 3 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, NASA has discovered a black hole located about 50 million miles away from the Earth. It has been confirmed that this is the reason why things are suddenly being sucked in all across the United States. There have been reports of catastrophic damage, injuries, and fatalities all across the country, and many other countries across the world. In addition, NASA discovers that this black hole is larger and powerful than any black hole that has existed, as this black hole is sucking objects at such a fast rate never seen before. This black hole is also extremely dark and deep, which is also emitting an extremely dark black aura, which is the reason why it's completely dark in areas that are being sucked in by this black hole. It is unknown how this black hole originated, but NASA has also discovered that it is getting even bigger as time goes on. The United States government as well as NASA will try to come up with a solution to this matter, and to prevent this black hole from consuming the entire planet. This is an extremely dangerous and life-threatening situation, and should be taken very seriously. All residents receiving this message are strongly advised to seek shelter now. Find a basement or interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building with very little windows and doors. The best option is sheltering underground. Before you get into your shelter, close and lock all windows and doors. Turn off all heating and air conditioning systems. Close all fireplace dampers and vents, and seal any cracks on windows and doors with tape, glue, damp clothing, or damp towels. Take essential supplies for your shelter, such as food, water, clothing, medical supplies, toys, money, credit cards, sleeping items such as pillows and blankets, medicine, a flashlight, a first aid kit, a cell phone, phone chargers, toiletries, important documents, and a battery-powered or hand-crank radio with extra batteries to last you and your family for the duration of this emergency. Do not leave your shelter or go outside for any reason. Doing so will put you at risk to being sucked into the black hole. Tune into local media outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
This is an emergency action notification requested by the White House. All EAS participants will follow activation procedures in the EAS operating handbook for a national level emergency. The President of the United States, or one of his representatives, will shortly deliver a message over the emergency alert system. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by. We interrupt our regular programming. This is a global emergency. Important details will follow. This is an emergency action notification. All broadcast and cable systems shall transmit this emergency action notification message. This station has interrupted its regular programming at the request of the White House to participate in the emergency alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is 98.5 WNCX FM. We will continue to serve the Cleveland area. If you are not in this local area, tune now into stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system serving the Cleveland area. Do not use your telephone. The telephone liner should be kept open for emergency use. The emergency alert system has been activated. We interrupt our regular programming at the request of the White House. This is the emergency alert system. All normal programming has been discontinued during this emergency. This is 98.5 WNCX FM. We will continue furnishing news, official information and instructions for the Cleveland area. If you are not in the Cleveland area, you should tune out to stations providing news and information for your area. It is important that you listen carefully to announcements from a station in your local area. Stand by. The President of the United States, or his designated representative, will be speaking shortly.
The following message has been given authorization for the release at the request of myself, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, the United States Government, and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, effective as of 8:10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. I regret to inform the citizens of the United States, and of the world, especially on Easter, that our world is coming to an end as we know it. At approximately 7:55 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, there have been many reports of things being sucked into the black hole discovered about 4 hours ago all across the world. People, objects, animals, trees, vehicles, and cities are being sucked into this black hole in a matter of seconds. Unfortunately, NASA has discovered that this black hole is getting bigger and bigger, and it has gotten so large that it is blocking the radiation from Earth, causing the Earth to gradually cool down. Almost 85% of planet Earth has been sucked into the black hole, and it is expected that the rest of the world will be sucked within the next 4 hours. My fellow Americans, I am really sorry to say this, but there is nothing humanity can do to stop this catastrophic event. NASA has tried its hardest to stop the black hole, but all attempts have failed miserably. It is only a matter of time that everything remaining on planet Earth will be sucked into the black hole, and the rest of humanity is killed. Here are my set of instructions for the citizens of the United States during this event. Gather with your loved ones, such as family, friends, children, spouses, grandparents, loved possessions, and pets, and prepare for your 4 hours on life on Earth. There is no place to evacuate or seek shelter. There is no reason to stay calm. Go into a full panic attack if you want to. Ask for forgiveness. Try not to tell younger children about this event, and ensure well-being during the end times. If you are part of religion, pray to your higher beings, and repent. I have selected a verse from the Bible to be read on the air, Matthew 28:1-10, after the Sabbath. At dawn on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to look at the tomb. There was a violent earthquake, for an angel of the Lord came down from heaven and, going to the tomb, rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothes were white as snow. The guards were so afraid of him that they shook and became like dead men. The angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you are looking for Jesus, who was crucified." We will conclude the final activation of the emergency alert system with one last playing of the national anthem. After this message, all TV, radio, internet, and cable systems will be shut down for good. Thank you for being part of the American dream, and I hope I'll see you all in heaven. Goodbye, and for one last time, God bless the United States of America.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets spread clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Oh, say, does that star-spangled